Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do another chit chat video with you guys. I just have some updates, some good news, just wanted to talk to you guys. So where I left off my last chit chat video of just a whole bunch of good news, still there, still feeling really thankful and grateful for everything. We've continued to get good news and stuff like that, so I'm really happy. And on the trying to conceive front, I actually have my yearly visit with my OBGYN. I think it's next Tuesday. I'm really excited for that visit because I'm going to be talking to her about trying to conceive and just talk to her about stuff. I know that I'm like in the clear and we can try to conceive. I mean, we had conceived Remy when I was only 9 months postpartum with Sophie, so she will be thrilled that I waited this long. And I know as far as like that goes, I'm good to go, but I just want to talk to her about a few things. A friend had given me a suggestion of maybe doing progesterone when trying to conceive because of my 2 miscarriages. So I want to talk to her about that, a couple other things, and just kind of get the ball rolling, which is exciting because January is when we are going to start trying, and I am just so excited. We are trying to be excited but very level-headed. You know, when we decide to try for Sophie, we realized very quickly that it doesn't always come easy peasy to everybody. So trying to remind ourselves that it very well could not take on the first, second, third, fourth try. It could take a while. So just trying to keep a realistic but also slightly optimistic outtake on it. So I'm just excited about that. And as far as the girls go, they have been crazy. Absolutely nuts. Sophie, I feel like since her 3rd birthday, I've seen her mature so much. She really wants to talk about her feelings, and she's very, very good at communicating them, and I love that. But she's also started stating things that just like she feels. Like, I'm trying to remember. She told Mark the other night that she missed him when he was gone at work. And she'll just tell me how she feels about certain stuff without any kind of prompting. And it's just a sign that she's growing into a little person. And it's just, oh, it's so bittersweet. It's so cute to like hear those things and you want them to grow and learn and whatever. But at the same time, they're your babies. I can't believe my oldest baby is, you know, getting to this age. She's such a little mommy too, such a little mommy. And we've actually had been working on her kind of wanting to discipline Remy, if you will. She'll just be like, no, we don't do that, do you understand me? And I was like, where did she get that from? And then one day she did something naughty and I was like, we don't do that, do you understand me? And I was like, oh, I say that. So it's been kind of funny because she is a total sponge. She's a little mockingbird. So anything that you're saying, you will eventually hear it right back. So there is that. And Remy is definitely getting the toddler attitude. Lots of fits over nothing, over everything. Everything in between of that too. I don't even know how to really describe her other than temperamental at best. Sometimes she's cool with things. Sometimes she'll throw like a total and utter meltdown, like screaming in ways we've never heard a child scream before. And Mark and I will literally have to look at each other and just kind of laugh because it's just like so ridiculous. And we've been through this before, you know. With Sophie, I was like, what's wrong? What's going on? We're failing as parents and all this stuff. And like now it's like she's throwing a tantrum. Like give her 30 seconds and she'll be fine. She'll find either something else to throw a tantrum about or she'll totally forget about it. But with that, and because of that, they are now fighting a lot. So there's a lot of arguing over things, a lot of, oh, just so much fighting. So much fighting. And now I totally understand why my mom would just be at her wit's end with me and my sister fighting, because me and my sister fought a lot, like really bad as kids. We just got on each other's nerves a lot and we picked on each other. And I mean, me and my sister are best friends and I love her to death, obviously. Like I'd do anything for her. But growing up, we were like just tit and tat. So I totally feel for my mom because it just, oh, like the constant arguing is like just so exhausting. You're always having to break up something. And also we've been having a little bit of a struggle with personal space. You know, Remy's growing up into a toddler who wants to feel her own things and wants to do things her own way, and her sister no longer has this pliable little baby who's just going to follow her around to do whatever she wants. And we've been trying to teach Sophie about personal space. You have to respect that your sister doesn't always want to do stuff. So that's been challenging because that's learning for the both of them, you know. Remy's gonna have to learn that she has a sister who loves hard and wants to constantly play with her and be with her and stuff like that, and Sophie's having to learn that her sister's not always gonna feel the same way. So it's been a little crazy here, definitely really loud and just insane, but it's been really good. It's been really fun, although, like, I just feel like they're growing up and we are slowly getting more and more out of the baby phase. And I know I mentioned this a little bit in my last chit chat video, but being here shows me what being like no baby household is going to be like. And I think it is going to be fun. It's going to be a new adventure. I think I'll always miss having a baby and all that stuff. Like, I love every bit of it. I really do. And I know it's going to be a sad time, but I'm also really excited because it also means stuff like you don't have to carry around sippy cups all the time. There's no like carrying 3 different size diapers and just all this different stuff. The girls are just, you know, they're growing up and they're growing up fast. And, you know, even if I do get pregnant right away in January, you know, Remy will be almost 3. Really? Wow. Yeah, Remy will be almost 3 when the baby's born, which is just insane. It's insane to me. So we really are going to go from having like 2 toddlers. I'm probably not going to be carrying a lot in my diaper bag, or at least hopefully not. And I'm going to have a newborn. Throw that right back in the mix. So I'm excited just about everything where we are at this stage in life. It's been really eye-opening. It's made me reflect a lot, and it's just made me really thankful. Also, you're gonna have to excuse, I got zits on my face. I don't know what my body's doing. I'm not ovulating, I'm not on my period, but it decided to just riddle my chin with zits. And this is a chit chat video. I'm not putting makeup on, I'm sorry, but I also am filming later. I'm doing sit down videos, so I'll put on makeup for that. But with you guys, I like to turn the camera on and just talk. And I'm really glad that a lot of you like these videos and a lot of you like to see that, because it's like very therapeutic for me. I love talking to you guys. I love talking to the camera, just everything. So thanks for letting me do this. And I'm trying to think if there's any other updates as far as them. I think we're just getting ready for Christmas. If you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely should, because you'd know that I've already decorated for Christmas. I told you guys that I was just gonna go ahead and do Christmas. I didn't even mess around with fall or Thanksgiving or anything. I honestly don't have any Thanksgiving decorations, I don't think. They're all just like fall related, but I went right into Christmas. That was like, I think at least a week and a half ago. I'm one of those people who, do you see what I'm saying? It's crazy. And believe it or not, that's like happy noises. That's Sophie tickling Remy. And Remy screaming in happiness. You guys are crazy. Alright, this is definitely going to lead into a fight. I'm watching it unfold right now. I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to have to cut soon. I told you I had to cut and break up a fight. But we're just really excited about the holidays. I'm excited for the Christmas gifts. This year I've gone a little bit more practical. I feel like in the Christmases in the past, I've bought stuff that I thought they'd like, or I don't really know. Like, I was just, you know, I feel like it was all very reasonable. I don't regret anything. But this Christmas, I want less of like going on a limb and chancing if they like something or not, and more of focusing on stuff that they do like. So we've been ordering stuff. Of course, I'll do a what we got our kids for Christmas video. I'll do a stocking stuffer video. And also, after Christmas, I'll show you guys like a Christmas haul of like what Santa brought and stuff. I was telling Mark that I feel like they are growing out of the baby toy phase. You know, they're not really playing with just anything. They really do like specific things. So that also made me want to be really intentional with what we're getting them for Christmas and just focus on that, you know, focus on things that I know that they'll like and they love, and really just do that. So I'm excited. I'm also excited because this Christmas, Mark and I are actually buying stuff for each other. I've actually had a couple questions. I'll answer them throughout the videos for this chit chat video. If you have questions for my next chit chat video, leave them down in the comments. I have had questions on Christmas budgets, and before I say this, I'm going to be talking about specific gifts if you catch my drift. So, with our typical budget, we spend $100 on each kid from presents from mom and dad, and then $100 for the combined present. That's up to, we don't have to spend that obviously, but it just kind of depends. And then with other gifts that we may or may not buy, it's a very low budget. It's $30 for each kid, and it's also around $30 for the combined present. I just like to do that for a couple different reasons. I've had questions on like why we do that specific budget for those types of toys, and that's just because that's how it kind of was in my house. There was never anything bigger, extravagant from that. It was always from mom and dad, and that always made more sense to me. We stuck to that budget really well. I think we've always stuck to the budget, but we did take a little bit from each kid's personal budget from us and put it towards the combined present, because it's going to be a bigger present this year. It's very much needed. I think it's going to be very much appreciated, but you guys will see more about that. I've been slowly ordering stuff off of Amazon though, because that was where I got pretty much all their presents except for one of Sophie's. But it's so much easier with Prime. You know it's gonna be here in a certain amount of time. If it's not, Amazon will like redo it for you, which is really nice. And I don't know, I don't have to go out and shop. That's just so nice. I wish I could just, you know, leisure through the aisles, but this time of year people are just a little insane in stores sometimes, so I don't miss it. But Amazon has slowly had sales on different stuff, so we've gotten really good deals on things, and I'm just all around excited for the Christmas holiday. As for a budget of Mark and I, we never really do that. It's basically like any leftover money that we may or may not have towards the Christmas season we'll spend on each other. It really just depends on the year, the budget, what we spend, what we don't spend, on what we're going to get each other. This year it looks like we are going to actually be able to get multiple gifts for each other and, you know, get the things that the other person's been asking for and stuff. So that's really nice. I'm really, really fortunate and just grateful that we're able to do that. It feels like it's going to be just a good season. Not even from the gifts or the presents, just like this general, you know, good season of life that we're in. I think my biggest piece of news for you guys is the fact that I opened a P.O. box. I had quite a few people ask me if they could send me letters, and with all the reviews that I do, it just kind of makes sense to open up a P.O. box so companies know where to ship things and stuff, and it's not always coming to my house. Because it is that season, I am also starting to get worried about stuff getting stolen from outside. So I've been sticking around on the days that stuff is supposed to be delivered and just bringing it inside the second it does. But in our neighborhood, it's very like watched over, and I don't think that would happen because I don't think anybody's that crappy in our neighborhood either. But you never know either, so I'm just trying to be more on the safe side. But I did open up a P.O. box, and I don't know, I felt so excited about it. I love communicating to you guys on here, so if you wanted to send me letters, I would love to read them, and I'm going to respond to every single one. So if you send me a letter, you will get a letter back. I think the last chit chat video I made was right before I got sick. I got like the worst cold ever. I gave it to the kids, and I think the kids have then in turn given it to Mark, and I think he might be doing a lot better than what we all did, but it was really, really bad for myself. Like literally the worst cold I think I've ever had. The girls were a little bit better than me. Maybe that's just because they're kids. I feel like they are so resilient, honestly. Like I didn't know they were sick until they both started coughing, and it's like, you know, there had to be symptoms before that of like a sore throat. They never complained, they were never whiny or anything, they were playing like normal. But we had all that going on, and I'm feeling 1,000 times better. They're feeling 1,000 times better. Sophie has like a cough every once in a while, but definitely doing a lot better in here. Totally forgot, one of the other questions I got for this video was, what did I ask for Christmas? Like I said, some years I don't even ask for anything. I just let him pick whatever, especially if we don't have that much money to spend. But this year I did ask for a smaller wallet. I love my Happy Hippo one that I've had forever now. I still use it, but I only grab for like the same few cards. So I just want something that's a lot smaller, a lot more compact, and I can put in my coat pocket when I go grocery shopping. So I asked for that. I asked for a Wild Bird ring sling. I could actually still wear Remy in a ring sling, but the intention is for the next baby. And the reason why I want it right now and not just waiting is because of the color I want is seasonal. So that was exactly the same thing with my Solly baby wrap. It was seasonal too. I'm really glad I got it when I did. So that's what I asked for. Those are things that I knew I wanted slash needed slash really would use. I'm just really excited for all the different stuff that this season brings. I feel like you can do a lot of fun stuff with your kids, and Sophie has been asking to see Santa every single day when she wakes up, so we have to make sure to go see Santa. I want to go see Christmas lights again, stuff like that. It's just so much fun. Her and I baked cookies the other day. That was an experience, but she had fun and that's what matters. The last question I had for this video kind of ties me into the last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was weaning. I had somebody ask me if I was still going to be doing breastfeeding videos since I am going to be weaned, you know, and I'm not going to be expecting for a while, and the answer is yes, of course. I do have a lot of different videos that I haven't made that I can make, and the reason why I don't always fire them out constantly is so that I'm able to do this. I know that I'm not always going to be having a newborn, I'm not always going to be breastfeeding, so I like to reserve some videos for when I'm in this in-between period. It just allows me to have the quality of my videos, like the hands-on experience and being actually able to tell you guys about stuff from my own use without having to go long periods of not posting. So I will be posting breastfeeding videos. I have a number of different ones that I'm going to be posting for you guys over the next coming months. I know some of you did want to see a how to use your Lancino pump. I'm waiting on pump parts to come in for that because I had thrush. I decided to replace them all, and that's what I'm waiting on to make that video. I don't know that there's anything more dramatic in this world than toddlers who can't play with the toys that they want. What I was saying was that I will be doing those videos still even when I'm weaned, and as far as weaning goes, it's been going pretty well. I have gotten clogs and different stuff, little hiccups here and there, but so far so good. Right now I'm going on probably around 26-28 hours of not pumping. The longest I've gone so far is 30, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go. The only reason why I pumped after 30 hours was not even because of engorgement, it's because I had clogs in both boobs that I could actually feel. And these clogs have been gnarly, like massive. You can see them, you can feel them, like even Mark looks semi-concerned. But luckily they've been coming out pretty well, except for the one a couple nights ago. But it's been going decently well. Honestly, this has gone a lot better than what I anticipated, and like I said in my last video, I think it's just because my body was ready, and honestly, I'll go into more depth whenever I have my weaning video, but sorry, they're just distracting. I'm trying to decide if we're picking on one another or we're playing. So I had to give my kids some graham crackers to get some borrowed time here. So I gotta wrap this up quick. But what I was saying is I kind of had a perfect storm hit. I got sick shortly after I decided to wean, and because I was feeling so crappy and I was in the process of weaning, I decided to take some decongestants. If you don't know, those affect the same glands as, you know, you make in milk. So it helped decrease my supply a ton, which was really nice. And then shortly after I got sick, I think it was just like 3 or 4 days later, I got my period. Some of you might know that my periods always decrease my supply, so it went down even more. It was awesome. It was awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better storm to wean. I just had those decongestions going because I felt like crap. And then I had my period come and it went even lower. And that really did help things move along. I feel like I wouldn't be this far along without that. I will say, when my period ended and I stopped taking the decongestants, because I only wanted to do that for so long, I only wanted to take them if it was necessary. So when I started feeling better and I didn't really feel like I needed the decongestants, and also when my period ended, I did see my supply kind of creep a little back up, but it slowly went right back down because it saw that I wasn't going to do anything with that. But yeah, it's been going really well. I'm happy with the journey so far. Like I said, I'll be making a more in-depth video. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you guys have any questions for the next chit chat video, make sure to leave them down below. Let me know what you guys are excited for this holiday season, what your favorite thing is to do, what you're looking forward to, or maybe what your favorite thing is that you got your kids, whatever it is. Let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.